So let's go. This is kind of a similar Astaris, based in the UK. Um, and these guys, kind of a similar approach here, where I love that they look different, and the reason why it's not just looking different for the sake of it, right? They are looking different, and they're looking this way because of their customers, because they focus on the hospitality trade, their restaurants, pubs, clubs, music venues, and so they definitely embrace that, and they've had this whole look and feel that they've adopted to mimic that and to speak to that.
Definitely. Yeah. Because like I say, again, the audience will recognize the style and like the boldness of it. I think is great. So speak to them in the style that they're used to speaking to.
Yeah, look at this. We understand your challenges. Coming right out and saying it too. I mean, there's a lot of times being clear and straightforward through copy can be pretty effective.
I love that first line there. Your till's crashing at 9 p.m. on a Friday night. That's like the worst thing for them. They're going to lose so much money. You hit that
Right.
point right there. They're going to be like, okay, how can you make sure this never happens again?
Absolutely. I think, yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. Having the challenge, getting yourself in the mindset of the prospect, what's the biggest pain point for them, and then just coming out and saying it and describing it the way that they would describe it. I think people immediately recognize it. It'll resonate with someone like, oh my god, yeah, that is a big problem, or yeah, I am dealing with that right now. And then it's going to just connect with them a lot more.
Definitely. Yeah. Because it's sometimes that'll seem quite a simple like sentence, but actually that's such a big disaster. And like I say, saying it in the simple terms the way they would describe it, you've you kind of caught them there because they go, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and to that point, I mean, my suggestion here would be, why not make this the headline actually, or draw it even further? You could do something with the imagery too. I mean, it could be easy to go over the top with it, but really make sure that people don't miss that because you caught onto it too. I mean, what a great line.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Going back down to the sites here, I mean, one thing you also notice compared to some of the other things we've already looked at, a pretty simple site. And I think it goes back to what you were saying before. It's really all dependent on the audience, isn't it? I mean, for a lot of the people in the hospitality trade, maybe they don't need the in-depth, they don't need to know your philosophy, or they don't need to know a ton of technical details. They just need to know that you get them, right?
That's it. Yeah, you can solve those problems that they have day to day. They sometimes don't even need to know the ins and outs of it, how you're doing it, and kind of all the technical side. Like I say, they just want to get the end result and be kept kept going on a Friday night.
Yes, exactly. I do like this too. This is a nice add some personality to it too.
If you don't need
Um,
pictures, this is another way of doing it.
yeah, very good point. Very good point. Again, yeah, and that's a little bit of an investment in terms of getting a designer to do it, but if as long as your not team isn't adding too much, it doesn't have to be very very expensive, prohibitively so,
That's
and it
it.
helps you stand out for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think the other thing that strikes me, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think my other comment as a content person too is big chunks of text. I mean, the more it's so tough because I'm like this. I'm a writer. I'm a content person. I love sentences. I love writing. I want to make sure that we're getting all the points right. We're hitting every single value prop, every single point, messaging point. We want to pack it all in there, but I think you run the risk of people just skipping over this because
Yeah,
we've become so used to just we're so lazy as readers now, thanks to the internet and mobile and everything. We want to be able to see a quick headline, maybe one line, large, clear, to the point.
yeah, because that way you're going to take it in fast when people are quickly looking, like you say. And then I've seen other sites where they have then kind of an open drop down. If you want to add more information, then it's hidden. I think this might be on one of another example later on.
Yeah.
One way of doing it, if you really need to have all that text there,
Hmm.
have a teaser sentence and then show the rest. But yeah, sometimes it's like little sentences are more impactful.
Yeah, absolutely. Harder to write too in some
Yeah.
cases. All right, let's see.